So I want to start off this video with a question. When you were younger, did you guys ever get, like kicked out of a public place for bad behavior? Because, as young kids, we tend to misbehave and stuff. And you guys don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. But for me, I don't think I've ever really been like kicked out of a place when I was younger or even now, like for bad behavior. But there have been times when I was younger where I would, misbehave or act out, and then, when I'm with my family, and then we'd have to like leave because of my behavior. Like, not that they're telling us to leave, it's that my parents just, we leave early to remove ourselves from the situation. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So there were a couple, it's happened multiple times when I was younger. And thankfully, as I've gotten older, it happens less. But I'm going to explain to you guys two main times that it happened. So the first time I want to point out was when I was like 3, almost 4, So there was a popular children's show back then called Yo Gabba Gabba. And you guys have probably heard of it. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. But basically, it's a popular kids show. And, I was really into it when I was younger. And this next part might be TMI, but when I was getting potty trained, my parents would actually buy me figurines of like, they would actually give me like figurines, like toys of the Yo Gabba Gabba. So sorry if it's TMI, but that's the truth. But anyways, there was a Yo Gabba Gabba concert that was, in our area. And basically, and again, I'm not going to say like our area, but basically we went to that concert. I haven't really been to a lot of concerts growing up. That was like the only concert I went to as like a young kid. But basically, moving on, we went to the concert and everything was going good at first. And I still remember this, but my parents probably remember it more than I do because I was like 3 or 4. But basically we went, and I remember they were like doing the songs and stuff, but then things kind of took a turn when I saw like an older kid with a balloon, and from what I remember, from what my parents remember, I really wanted the balloon, and I guess being young, I thought they must have sold balloons there, so I was like begging my parents to get me a balloon, but it turned out the kid didn't get from there, or got from somewhere else, and I was like, I guess I was getting upset, having a tantrum, so we had to leave early. So we were there for a while, but then we had to leave because I was acting out, having a tantrum over a balloon. And so there's that story. But the second story I want to mention, and this was like when I was like 4, and this was in Hilton Head. We went to Hilton Head, we used to go there quite a bit. We went to Hilton Head, and basically one night we went to a restaurant. And I forget the name of the restaurant, because if I remember the name of the restaurant, I would put a picture on the screen to show you guys what it was. Basically, we went to this restaurant, and I remember there was like this creepy or something kind of face on the wall, it was like a bear's face on the wall, and it was just part of like decoration, but for some reason it really freaked me out. And I was sitting there and I was like uncomfortable because I was looking at it and stuff, and it just made me uncomfortable. Being a 4-year-old, it made me uncomfortable. And I remember, I was kind of just getting too uncomfortable with it to where we had to leave. And again, they didn't kick us out. Our family, we just left because I was getting uncomfortable. I was probably crying, maybe not having a full-blown tantrum, but I was just uncomfortable by it. And, that's probably normal for little kids to feel that way about that stuff. But yeah, so those are 2 times we've had to leave places early because of my behavior. But there's been more, like, actually, sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes we have to leave a place, like a fun place, and I don't want to leave. So, like when I was younger, sometimes we've had to, like, leave a fun place, like a kid's play place, and my mom says, we have to go now, and then I have a tantrum because I don't want to leave. I don't want to stop having fun. And I know we can all relate to that as kids as well. But anyways, those are some times that has happened. And I want to make more videos like this explaining stories about my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And who knows, maybe I can make a YouTube short explaining it a bit more. But that's it for right now. I know this is kind of a shorter video, but make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Have a great summer. And I'll see you next time.